Hello, my name is Lynn Wynn. This is Lynn Wynn's Budgeting. I am a 31 years old cash budgeter. I currently live at home with my parents and my brother. I do handle a majority of my family's finances, so I budget my paychecks, a portion of my parents' paychecks, and a home help check that we get every 2 weeks. For today's video, I'm going to be stuffing $1,240 for the second week of July, and we will get started with our bills as always. Buffer's not getting anything. Car maintenance will be getting $50. And now it's got 50, 100, 150. Natural gas is getting $40. It's got 20, 40, 60, 80. Water is getting 25. And it's got 20, 40, 45, 50. Internet will be getting 20. And it's got 20, 30, 35. Electric is getting $30. And it's got 20, 40, 50, 60. Phone bill is getting 50, and it's got 50, 100, and I just had to switch my payment method. T-Mobile is, or at least for me, they are no longer allowing credit cards, or you can still pay with the credit card. What am I trying to say? So if you are on auto pay, they give us a discount. They give us a $25 per month discount if you are on auto pay, but they are now no longer letting you use a credit card for auto pay if you want that discount. So you either have to put in your bank account number or you put in a debit card. So I had to switch the payment method there so we can keep that discount. So I had to do that. So this is also going to be another bill coming out of my checking account. Trash is getting $10, and it's got 50, 100, 110, 120, 125. Subscriptions is getting 15. And it's got 50, 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70. And since more things are getting taken out of my checking account, I just have to make sure that I have a good buffer in there and that I have enough money when those come out, since they come out in different days. So the nice thing about having it on my credit card is that I am able to pay it at the end of the month and not worry about having enough money in my account. So I'm able to unstuff this, take it to the bank, and then pay off my credit card then. So now I just have to be more cautious about having enough money there, so I'm not overdrafting. My parents' insurance is getting $145, 100, 20, 40, and 5, and it's got 100, 200, 220, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90. So 290 total so far. Car payment is getting $250. It's got 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 500, 550, 600, 650, 700, 750. And I do have like a month ahead and a buffer, but I have it in my high yield savings. So I'm going to see if I have to transfer some of that money to give myself a bit of a bigger buffer in my checking account. And that is it for my bills. Next, we're going to move on to my moving out binder. Apartment is getting 100. It's got 5,000, 6,500 in the bank, 600, 700, 800, 900, 7,000. So this is coming along nicely. And I do not have my markers near me, so I will do that off camera. Let's see. emergency fund is getting $40. And it's got 500 in the bank, 600, 700, 800, 820, 40, 60, 80, 900, $890. And 1 month ahead is getting $10. And it's got 500 in the bank as well, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 700, 600, 600. 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 600. And that is it for this binder. Next, we are going to stuff my personal binder. And my envelope is getting $50. And now it's got 50, 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, 220, 40, 60, 80, 300. I took $50 out for my Amazon Prime purchases for Prime Day. And then I also took $50 out to just kind of go around. Target, TJ Maxx, and Old Navy are by each other where I live. So I kind of just went around and gave myself $50 to spend it on whatever. I didn't really have a purpose for that. I just kind of wanted to get out of the house a little bit and to just kind of browse around. So I just bought some random things with that. So now I've got $300 here. Travel is getting 20. And it's got 500 in the bank, 600, 700, 800, 820, 840. My mom mentioned about seeing if we can get all of our cousins and my aunt on board to do a cruise in maybe a year or two. So this might be going towards that. We're trying to think of like a easy vacation idea that all of us can kind of do like a little family reunion at. And my mom's been on one cruise. I've not been on a cruise and she really enjoyed it. So we will look into seeing if that is a possibility. Medical is getting 15, 10, 15, and it's got 100 or 1,000 in the bank. 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 205, 210. Future is getting $10. And it's got 500 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. In my last video, I kind of didn't, like I said, I didn't have an idea where this is going towards, and I was thinking about that a little bit. And this is just kind of like a savings for myself, but kind of with the purpose of using it on something instead of just having it in like an emergency savings. So I think that's how I'm going to look at this, because I can never really like explain the future envelope so much because there's not really like a set purpose right now. So it's just kind of like a savings for now until something comes up for me to want to spend that money on. And something major, just not like anything like, yeah, just not any like clothing or anything like that that I can spend other of my envelopes on. So it has to be like something pretty big. Car maintenance is getting $10, and it's got 1,000 in the bank, 20, 30, 40. Electronics is getting $20. It's got 500 in the bank, 600, 700, 720, 40, 60, 80, 800. So we're getting a little bit closer here to our $1,000 goal, and I'm going to use that to get a new phone. And my home fund or home maintenance fund is getting $30, 20, 30. And it's got 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, 210, 220. And how I like to save for things is that I like to have I like to stuff all of my sinking funds, but if there's one that I want to bulk up, I try to put a little bit more money into that one and that kind of be the focus. So like when I was saving for my medical and my home maintenance, or medical and car maintenance, I was putting like $30 each a week into those envelopes until I reached the $1,000 mark, and then I kind of scaled it back a little bit. And so I'm gonna use that same method for the home maintenance, is put $30 a week in there, or a little bit more if I can, until I reach the $1,000 mark, and then kind of scale back how much I stuff on there. So yeah. And then business is not getting anything, and that is it for this binder. Next is my family and friends binder. I did take everybody to go get their passports, so I took all the money out to pay for that. So my brother is getting $10, and that is all that he has. And my mom is getting 10 as well. And then my dad is also getting 10. And we did the book and the card, and that was $160. So I had to write a check to the U.S. Department of State for that, whatever it was. And then there was a $35 fee for the post office, and then $15 for the passport photos that we also took at the post office. I did get a comment. I did look around at other places, and I know I could have gotten it cheaper, and I believe somebody said Walgreens was the cheapest for $10 in a comment in the last video. So it's really hot here. I'm not gonna lie, I did pay extra just of the convenience of not having to make 2 stops and getting my brother in and out. Every time I get out of the house and get my brother loaded and him in his wheelchair, I'm like sweating pretty badly. And the Walgreens was not close to the post office that we had to go to, so I did pay the extra $5 per person, so $15 extra I could have saved. I did pay that just for the convenience of not having to stop at another place. And that is just something, like when you're a budgeter, that you just have to decide whether it's worth it or not for you. I know if it was for myself, I would have made the 2 extra stops, but because it was for my brother and the unloading and all of that, I did not, and we did everything at once, so I was able to get 3 back-to-back appointments to get everybody taken care of. So the whole process took, I believe, an hour to get all their paperwork, and the post office has to like check it all, and there's a portion they fill out and take the photo and print it and all of that stuff. So it took an hour total for all 3 of them to get their paperwork submitted. So yeah, Family Fun is getting $5. And it's got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, and 95. And I'm going to, let's see. Let's put this and grab a 20. Gifts is getting $20, and it's got 100, 120, 140, 160. And the reason why this week I did not stuff $1,300 is because I already took $60 out to put towards Vietnam to give to my mom, so I can hit that $500 mark. And so I did fill out the tracker for that because I did hit $500. So I gave that for her to send. And sorry, something just got caught in my throat there. It just got super dry. But I have another cousin and her husband and their child. They are in the process of immigrating here to Texas. That is where we've got a family friend that is going to sponsor them. And right now they are stalled in Vietnam's capital, Saigon. And it's expensive for them, and they're not able to work as they're waiting to figure out what to do, what their dates are looking like, and when they can start traveling. So I sent them, they are going to get this money so that they can at least have food and all of that stuff while they're waiting to start their journey over here. A lot of that stuff, I think everybody that I know that has immigrated here has done it in like a different way. So I really have no idea how that process works. I do know like just your like common like student visa or work visa. But outside of that, when you're like trying to come here for citizenship and getting sponsored and all of that other stuff, I have no idea how that process works. Wedding is getting $20. And it's got 500 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 80, $600 total. And we are currently trying to plan or get at least some of the details started of the like bridal shower. Yeah, that's what it is, the bridal shower. So I think that's gonna look like it's gonna happen in October. So somebody else is hosting that, thank goodness, because I'm not really good at planning that kind of stuff. So somebody else is hosting that, and then I'm just kind of here to do whatever they tell me to do. And then Christmas is getting $5. And it's got 100, 120, 140, 160, 170, 175, 180. And that is it for my family and friends binder. Next, we are going to unstuff my envelopes. I did make some new envelopes. My old ones, they got pretty beat up. I kept moving them around different wallets, and then they were like loose in my purse, and then like coins were beating them up and all this stuff as well too that was loose in my purse. And so I did make some new ones. I had a little bit of pink paper left. I did print it on here, but it's looking cute. Reminds me of Barbie, so very fun, summery. So yeah, so spend, I've got some money left here, $10. Stick that right up there. Gas, I've got $5 left there. And miscellaneous, I thought I spent this. Oh, I didn't spend it all. Okay, so I've got $3 left in miscellaneous. I remember digging into this envelope. And my coffee money, I've got $10 left, and I did get a Starbucks, but I had enough points or enough stars for a free drink, so you better believe I got a venti drink with an extra shot of espresso. So I took advantage of my free drink as best as I could. And food, I got lucky here, so I did stuff $45 last week for it, and I still have a whole $20 left. And that is because my coworkers, I didn't realize so many of my coworkers gardened, and they brought in a whole bunch of vegetables from their garden, so I just was able to use a lot of the vegetables that they bought, and so I didn't have to buy a lot of extra things, just kind of like dairy products like yogurt and stuff like that. But when it came to like vegetables for cooking, I was able to just use what they brought in, so that was really nice of them to share the things that they grew. So yeah, so next we are going to stuff these envelopes again after I just unstuff them. Spend is going to get 25. Gas is getting 50. Oh no. Hold up. Sorry guys, I'm doing something wrong here. So I did know that I screwed up. I tried to do like my denominations correctly, and I did know that I screwed it up, because at the end I was like $40 like short in what I was marking and stuff. So I was like, oh whatever, I'll just put two 20s. So gas is getting that, $50. Miscellaneous is getting its usual 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coffee is getting a 10. Ooh. Okay, well, of course, that slipped right out of my hands here. Let me pick this up from the ground. All right, Lynn, let's get it together. There we go. And food, I believe it's supposed to get $40. And so I've been trying to just make breakfast food. My go-to has been making like some potatoes, like breakfast potatoes, and then just kind of throwing them on the pan to reheat and scrambling some eggs and whatever chopped up vegetables that I have. So that's been pretty good. I haven't been sick of it yet, and 5 pounds of potatoes seem to never end. So I feel like I've been eating a lot of it, and like 2 potatoes will last me the whole week, it seems like. So I also made a snack envelope. I'm not stuffing this, but sometimes I like to buy snacks for my office because everybody just kind of pitches in once in a while to bring some random things. So sometimes I do that randomly. So I made an envelope for that, and that is it for my weekly cash spending. And last, we are going to stuff my savings challenges. I really need to get my markers here so I can mark this off. I am so sorry, you guys. I fell apart pretty badly here at the end of this video. So $1. We've got 1, 2, 3. So we are so close to finishing this challenge. 1, 2, 3. We need 4 more dollars. $5. Oh no, I forgot to mark this off. Okay, I'll do that off camera. We've got 1, 2, 3 5s, so $15. We actually have some 10s and 20s this time, so I've got 1 10 I'm putting in here. And 1 20. For my next video or for next week's cash stuffing, I was thinking about breaking them up in multiple videos and kind of doing like how to budget or how to start budgeting and kind of break down like your bills and your sinking funds and your cash envelopes, like what is your revolving cash envelopes, the ones that you spend on the regular, and like savings challenges and stuff like that. So next week's videos will be looking a little different. I kind of wanted to try something new. It's summertime. I know a lot of people are starting to budget more and stuff like that, and a lot of people that watch me have been watching me for a while, but I wanted to kind of give my shot at that, kind of the things that I've learned and all of that stuff. So I know I always like mention them in my videos, but I'm going to try to break it down a little bit more. So I'm going to do that for next week's stuffing. And that is it for my denomination challenges. For money in the bank, I believe it is getting, it's getting $40 this week. I thought only had $20 left over for that. Got 40, so we'll fill in 2 piggies. And this last 50, I normally have a $50 bill, so I might exchange that later on. It's gonna go into my Knead the Dough challenge. Let's mark this. If you guys have, or that is it for my cash stuffing. If you guys have made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you guys so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so and giving this video a thumbs up. Until next time, bye.